Hello, everybody. Hi there. Welcome back to the Wild Review. I'm the Wild Reviewer, and well, I'm taking down the green screen. There's no need for it to be up anymore. We're not doing any more Wild Review themed stuff this year. I've done season 2 of the Wild Review Rewild, and well, we finished 12 Wild Christmas Review Days. Or did we? Is this all just a setup? Am I just acting right now? Can I fix this maybe? I know I wanted this to look really bad. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, there we go. Maybe we'll put something behind me. Let's put the dark void behind me. Why don't we do that? So, welcome back to 12 Wild Christmas Review Days. Bonus episode. It is December 26th. Hopefully, by the time this comes out, it should be December 26th. The holidays are officially over. The holiday season, that's over with. For me, the holidays start on October 1st, because that's when Halloween season is. The whole month of October is spooky season for me, and it goes up until Christmas Day. So from the 26th to the 31st of December, it's just kind of relaxing, kind of just waiting to see what happens. At this point, we're all just waiting for the new year. That's the honest truth. There's a bunch of different Christmas films that I know I probably could have talked about during this whole series. I did limit myself to only 12, because I didn't want to do a full 25 episode series, although when you look at it a certain way, including this episode, I technically have already made 25 different Wild Review episodes this year. There were 12 episodes for season 2, and there were the 12 for this series, plus this one, that's 13. So there have been a total of 25 episodes. I guess I could have easily done 25. There are so many different Christmas films that I guess I could have obviously talked about. I did only limit myself to 12. Within the time of me planning this, I've seen so many other Christmas films apart from the 12 that I've talked about. I've seen the sequel to National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Don't know if any of you knew that was even a thing. There are a bunch of other really bad Christmas films that I had to watch for something completely different. Or films that I've accidentally come across that I either thought were really good or bad. Last year I watched Noel, which was a really good Christmas film on Disney+. There are a bunch of different Christmas films, obviously, that I could have talked about. I could have easily done another batch of 25, but again, I wanted to keep it small. I wanted to only do 12. However, there's one film that is so bad and just so mysterious and fascinating to me that I had to talk about it in 12 Wild Christmas Review Days. However, it didn't make the list. It did not make the list of 12 films. In fact, when I added it, I had realized I have too many films. It's not going to equal 12 days. But there's nothing wrong with an extra Christmas gift, is there? And to help set up the theme for what we're talking about, I've taken apart the set. I'm not going to wear my Christmas hat, because not only is it still really big on me, but also there's no need for me to wear it, because if I have to be very honest, this isn't even a full-on Christmas film. It claims it is, and by the title you think it would be. You will also be very disappointed to find out what this film really is, and probably just question life. I questioned life. I questioned why I was watching it. Why did I sit down willingly and put this on? Because I was curious? I get curious about a lot of things. I think I should stop being curious. Well, you've obviously clicked on for a review, so let me give you this last review, really the last review of this year for this series. This is Santa Claus and the Ice Cream Bunny. That's not even the full title. It's Santa and the Ice Cream Bunny. The Mandela effect plays with me. I think it's Santa Claus and the Ice Cream Bunny. That's not what it's called. This is Santa and the Ice Cream Bunny. Released in 1972, Santa Claus gets stranded on a beach in Florida, and the reindeer have made their way back to the grassy fields of the North Pole. With the help of various children, they attempt to get Santa's sleigh out of the sand and back home. After various attempts, they all give up until Santa tells the story of Thumbelina, the tale of a young girl who makes her way into a village of talking animals and eventually finds herself on the verge of marrying a mole. Or, if you saw the alternate version of this film, which I didn't, Santa tells the story of Jack and the Beanstalk. Let me start off with this. For years, I thought this film was not real. I heard the title, but because there was no footage and just one photo that looked extremely bad, I believed this was fake. I believed somebody just found a photo online of somebody dressed as Santa and somebody dressed as the Easter Bunny together with children, and they just made a film out of that photo. And then I saw the only existing footage of this film, which just so happened to be a riff track of the film, and turns out it was real. And then I saw the full thing, because I found it online. Oh my God. I think it's worse than Saving Christmas. I legitimately think this is a worse film than Saving Christmas. And that's saying a lot. It's much worse than the Home Alone films. Like, I would watch any of those Home Alone films before I would watch this again. Let's start with the Christmas side of things. Which, that being said, isn't a lot. Santa gets stuck in the sand. That's it. That's all I can say. He just gets stuck. He recruits the help of children. They bring various animals to help him. I don't know where they found a gorilla from, but they got a gorilla to help. They can't move the sleigh. They can't do it. If you notice, I did mention the North Pole being a grassy field. That's something that's in the film. There is no snow in the North Pole. In fact, I had to re-watch it because I later found out that is apparently the North Pole. I didn't know where these reindeer were. I didn't even know those were Santa's reindeer. I had no idea where we were at the very beginning of this film, which is where the scene takes place. That was apparently supposed to be the North Pole. When the hell does the North Pole ever look like a soccer field? Maybe a soccer field is the wrong way to place it. When does the North Pole ever have grass? Thumbelina. That was a story. I found out that what we essentially have here is a film within a film. This is a real film that was just inserted into a Christmas film. The film of Thumbelina, what we see in this film, is actually a film on its own, which is why it takes up a large amount of this film. I don't know why Thumbelina is told. I'm not even sure why Jack and the Beanstalk was told. Again, that's apparently the alternate version of this film. I didn't get it. The animals were creepy in that film. There's a bit where Huckleberry Finn is in this film. Just randomly. Like, he's there with his friend. I don't even care enough to know what his friend's name was. And they see that Santa is in the sand. And he's in trouble. So they look, and he's like, gee whiz, that's Santa Claus. It looks like he's trapped. And then his friend goes, what do you think we should do? He goes, let's just stay here and watch. That's the only time that Huckleberry Finn is in this film. Now, with all that being said, you're probably wondering, what about the Ice Cream Bunny? The Ice Cream Bunny! Where's the Ice Cream Bunny? I don't know if you've noticed, but in that little summary, there was no mentioning of the Ice Cream Bunny. And that's because his appearance and relatability in this film, is that a word? Relatability? He's not in the film that much. Aside from being the title character in this hour and 10-minute film, he's in the last 10 minutes. You would think with a film called Santa and the Ice Cream Bunny, he would have more of a relevance. He would maybe be an enemy of Santa Claus or a friend of Santa. Maybe being that Santa is stuck and stranded in the sand, the Ice Cream Bunny goes on a journey and tries to help Santa. Well, he helps Santa. He brings his trusty old fire truck with a bunch of kids on it, and he saves Santa. He gets Santa on his fire truck, and they drive off, and as for the sleigh, well, the sleigh just magically disappears. I'm not sure why it disappeared once Santa was rescued and not when he was in trouble. Apparently the sleigh went back to the North Pole. Then what was the point of all this? Why did I feel it was necessary to talk about this? Because in the event that somebody out there thinks that this film is not real, it is 100% real, and this is me letting you know this is something that exists. You can watch it if you're able to find it. I don't think I want anybody to watch it. I legitimately think all of you should pass on this film. It will save you so much time, and you will never have to experience what I have experienced. Merry Christmas. This is not a Christmas film. With that being said, that's all I wanted to say on Santa and the Ice Cream Bunny. I legitimately have nothing else I need to say here. It was just not good at all. The bird in the film freaks me out. With all that said, that brings us to the end of this review, this episode, and I'm going to completely take this down because I don't have a need for it to be up anymore. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully everybody had a great holiday season. Hopefully I entertained a good number of you with my comments on various things I talked about. I will be back next year with a season 3 of Rewild, so look forward to that. We have another batch of 12 episodes. At the moment of filming this, none of the Rewilds have been published, so season 2 has yet to air for me, although by the time this goes out, everything will be out. So if you leave me any suggestions for what I should look back at in Rewild, I'll definitely take that in consideration. I haven't made a list yet, but I'm definitely going to do another season. And as for this, I know I've said this 1,000 times. I don't think I'll be doing a mini-series like this again, but you know what? I lied the first time. I lied the second time. Third time's the charm, right? With that all said, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to give the video a like and click the link. Click the links in the description to whatever I decide to put in there. I think it's going to be the playlist for 12 Wild Christmas Review Days and Season 2 of Rewild. I'll put some fun stuff in there for you. Happy holidays. Thank you so much for watching The Wild Review on The Wild Reviewer, and you just saw me review a thing. Happy New Year also. That's also a holiday.